Hey everybody, welcome to a how to mod your Sunkenland game manually. We're going to do this because there's currently no mod support as far as mod manager goes. So we don't have Vortex working and we don't have Thunderstore working, but Thunderstore has been willing to work with the mod authors and we'll soon have mod manager support to make this easy on you. The concepts learned in this video go across pretty much anything that uses BepInEx to load your mods. So watch, keep in tune, and we'll go through all the steps. So first thing is nexusmods.com/sunkenland. You go here, grab your BepInEx pack Sunkenland. So this is the BepInEx specifically configured for this game, and it comes with manual installation instructions. So we're going to download it and we're going to unzip it and we're going to get it. However, I've already done that, but I will show you the steps. So you're going to go into Files, Manual Download, and you can choose slow download or fast download, of course, depending on the account type that you have. Slow download, you could just download it. I have already done this, so I'm going to go to my desktop and grab that. But for sake of argument, I'll show you right here. I use 7-zip and I usually extract, or I extract all using just default Windows. But I do have this on my desktop already. This is extracted here. So I'm going to pull this up and I'm going to pull up the game. So I'm skipping a slight bit ahead on some steps, and I'll show you why I'm doing it this specific way. So we have the BepInEx pack Sunkenland over here, and we have the game Sunkenland over here. So if we go back to the description, manual installation says extract the archive into a folder, which is essentially what we did with this one, right? And then it says, do not extract into the game folder, which we did not. Move the contents of the BepInEx packs _Sunkenland folder into the Sunkenland game folder. It says, check that you have installed it correctly. If you have done correctly, your folder will now look as follows. So essentially all that means is the contents of this folder. We're going to highlight, and you can either drag and drop or copy and paste. I'm just going to drag and drop because I don't need it after this. And our content looks very much like this screenshot right here. We don't have any extra files. We did everything correctly. And it says follow either Windows or Linux game running instructions below. So it says need to configure, simply run the game. Everything's done. Okay, so what we're going to do is run the game. And we get a nice console pop-up just like it says. It says you will see a console pop-up. We get it. It's there. We don't have to do anything else. We can see that our preloader ran, our game loaded just fine. We have the console window. So essentially, we've installed BepInEx. Now, there's additional steps to installing mods. So once you've launched the game at least once with BepInEx installed, anything related to your mods is going to be in the log output.log. So this will tell you everything that we saw in that console window. By default, it will tell you only things that aren't debug messages. So anything that is a warning, an error, info, or message. So send this to your mod author if you're having any issues. Again, that's in BepInEx log output log. So your config files, it comes by default with a pre-configured for this game BepInEx config. Your mods will also generate files that go in this folder. Patchers and plugins are two different things indicated by two different folders. Most mods that you install are technically plugins, add-ons, aka mods to your game. So I'm going to go into BepInEx plugins right here, and I'm going to go grab a mod. I'm just going to go back to the Sunkenland homepage, and I'm going to say, popular all time. Let's just get this admin menu right here. Why not? Seems to be a relatively good mod. I did develop this myself, so we'll go into Files, Manual Download, and it does say, hey, you must have this installed, which we installed that. We're good. So click Download. And the same thing, you're going to extract that. So we've got the admin menu here. We're just going to extract that to a new folder. And we've got the admin menu. We can see that there's a DLL. If you follow the installation instructions here, it says download the latest release of BepInEx, which we have. 2, extract the contents of this mod zip file into the BepInEx plugins folder. Launch the game. So that means that we don't have to do anything else. This is the BepInEx pack, and here is our DLL. So we have BepInEx plugins folder, exactly what it says right here. And then it says the contents of the zip file. Technically, the contents of the zip file is the whole folder, but only thing really needed is the DLL right here. Every other file that you might see inside of a zip most likely is not needed if it's using BepInEx. It's going to most likely have maybe like a README or a change log or things like that. And that's really only for informational purposes or for the mod site, depending on where you're downloading it from. So we've put it into BepInEx plugins, and now it just says launch the game. That's all we have to do. So we're going to launch the game, and we're going to see that it did load the admin menu right here. It says loading admin menu, one plugin to load. And chain loader startup definitely means that everything was fine. We don't see any red text or yellow text here. We don't see any warnings or errors. So we're going to boot the game. And the game is on my other monitor. So we can see that because of how I launched the game, I didn't launch it through Steam. Steam did fail. So we can see that message. Normally, we would not be able to see stuff like this. BepInEx logs any vanilla-related issues as well as mod-related issues. So it's very, very good to troubleshoot things. And if we pop this open in a text editor of our choice, we can actually see very much that same information as it's being written. So as we proceed and the rest of this information gets written to the file, we'll be able to see additional info depending on, if we get any errors or if we click on something new. I'm going to force my game back to my monitor here, and we're just going to boot up a quick game. I'll see you once it loads. All right, now that we're in game, I am currently in single player, so I'm technically a host, aka an admin. This mod did say on the mod page that you should only be the host. Only the host needs to install this mod, specifically because when you hit F3, which is the mod's key to be able to open, by default, you can change this. It says allow players into the game. Currently, it's denying everybody. So this check alone makes it to where it's not allowed to be used by anyone else other than the host. And of course, if the host does have it installed, make sure that you're allowing your players to come into your game whenever you're ready and then turn it off when you're not. That is mainly just for security of your server, and it does help you out a lot. So you can see that this has various cheats, a spawn menu. So you can just click on this and get a grenade. You can say no clip and clip through things. You can change the time of day, which you can see in the background. And we can see essentially that our mod is working successfully. I can see the debris, the cabinets, the seagulls, everything. And of course, F3 actually shows our menu. So we have successfully modded our game. Most mods that follow the BepInEx path or use BepInEx to be able to launch their plugin, it's just that easy. If it's anything else, that's not what this tutorial is for. So hope you guys have a good day. If you have any more questions, just feel free to join the Sunkenland modding Discord for any help or assistance that you might need in the future. Thanks.